For the Honorable Michael Twinkle Toes McNeil.
Volume 2, biatch.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? All right. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Make yourself at home. Order in the court. Thank you. That's not gonna help. Taylor, what's up? Back late. How's your weekend?
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I went bowling with my homies.
Can you go bowling with homies?
You can try.
All right, it's been a while since I last held court, so I just want to get everybody acquainted with how I do things, want to test stuff out. So, sidebar. I'm going to be a little quicker on the uptake, especially you. All right, good. Have a seat. Disorder in the court. Good enough. I think that's everything. All right, let's get to it. Mr. Amanda, is it?
Yeah.
Please rise. Mr. Amanda, you are charged with 1 count of water ballooning on government property. How do you plead?
You have to say it.
Not guilty.
Let's see. Or are you going to say guilty? Otherwise, you would have wasted a Saturday. All right. And plaintiff. Yeah. I'd like to start with opening statements, so if you would please. The floor is yours.
Your Honor. Counsel. Accused. Jury. Coco has been charged with heinous crimes from water balloon production to the actual tossing of said water balloons which were produced. These heinous crimes took place on a frigid December morn in front of a public elementary school. This school was on government property and thus was protected by the 1984 Balloon Act, which stated that a man may toss a water balloon as long as it does not explode. On this frightful December morn, thus water balloon exploded. The ground became wet, as ground often is when wet. On this fateful December morn, a child, an innocent child, could have been walking along. A principal, perhaps. Or maybe an innocent bystander, a woman pushing her baby stroller down the street, wanting to get some hoo-hoos. Wanting to get a baguette, wanting to get a number of items that could not be obtained as she slipped and fell on the wet pavement caused by that water balloon, sir! You have been asked here to perform a duty. A duty your government has asked from you. Find out whether this man in fact did, which he did. He did throw this water balloon. It did explode, and it did cover the ground. These are all facts which I, the prosecution, shall prove to you throughout this jury, which is you, watching this trial in this court in this state, in this great country of ours, whatever it may be. I thank you for listening. Now we'll be back. The end.
Before you go, just for clarification notices, what is a hoo-hoo?
Whatever it may be, you couldn't attain it, Your Honor.
You're right, very good. I'll never get that close to me again unless I ask. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, have a seat.
Okay.
Prosecution, is this your first case? You just look very nervous, very out of place. It's your first case, isn't it? You popping your chair today. Please. I'm asking you just a personal question. I mean, it's off the record.
Objection!
Don't write this down, I guess. I'm talking to you. Is this your first court case?
Yes, no, it's not.
And your first one was when?
Well, we did some in class.
Go ahead, Nancy.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense, your opening statements, please keep it under 20 minutes.
Your Honor, you look fantastic. Doesn't he look fantastic, everyone? He lost so much weight. I remember when that robe fit you like a t-shirt.
400 pounds.
Now, unlike the prosecution, this is probably going to be the last case before I retire. Well, actually, I was retired until old Coco here came out and asked me to do this case pro bono, and I did. You can have a seat, Senator Coco. I don't know much about who's or duties like my prosecution.
Please continue.
But the one thing I do know is that a government official, like Mr. Senator Coco over here, being charged for a crime, that's hoo-for-all. Where I come from, that's straight willy-nilly hoo-for-all to you, sir. Where I come from, a government official would never be caught doing a crime. That's laughable. Did you just see how I laughed at that? It's ridiculous. These water balloons were part of a government secret plan, we might say. And the fact that they came out in the open is none of your business. These water balloons were being made in the Pentagon with a senator here and a couple high-ranking officials. So what he does with those balloons is his business. And I further aim to prove that he was not throwing the balloons at people. He was tossing the balloons to one person, himself, just as a test. And he can't be held responsible if it breaks. It was a frigid day. So I aim to prove that I am so convinced of the senator's innocence here. I am so convinced of his innocence. I will take my first steps without a cane.
Oh my God. He hurt himself. Fantastic!
Do you want to vote him guilty? Not this miracle worker. He's innocent. You remember that.
Honestly, I don't even know if we have to go any further. Oh my God! Are you okay?
The lawsuit will happen in the rear. What?
It's talking gibberish. Are you okay?
Is that a free
License on that trunk.
We told you about the speaking thing, Senator. You can't do it.
No, better.
Okay,
Good.
good.
All right.
Okay.
So, prosecution, I believe it says here your first witness is an expert on the Patriot Act. I believe that because of the Patriot Act being so thick, that people have to have expertise on it.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's an entire stipulation about water balloons in the Patriot Act. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor. My first witness will lay out the stipulation and then explain in simple terms as the jury will understand the balloon amendment to the Patriot Act.
What exactly is legal on government property and what isn't?
Yes, Your Honor.
Fantastic. Call your first witness.